Did you... Before we venture into the fiery domain of Mars, a realm of action and will, let's take a moment to clarify our map. It's crucial to have a clear understanding of the symbols and tools we'll be working with. What exactly a pentacle? What makes it more than just a pretty design? It's not just a five-pointed star, a simple geometric shape, but a sacred talisman, usually a flat disc crafted from metal, carefully molded wax, or meticulously inscribed parchment. Each material lends its own unique properties to the pentacle. In ceremonial magic, a pentacle transcends mere symbolism. It's a cosmic battery, a powerhouse of focused intent. It's specifically designed to draw down, carefully store, and then radiate a specific type of celestial energy, channeling the very forces of the cosmos. Each pentacle is a microcosm, a miniature universe painstakingly crafted to unlock and harness a particular force inherent in creation itself. It's a key to a specific lock in the grand design. Every symbol, every carefully drawn line, and every name inscribed upon it is deliberately chosen according to the ancient and time-honored rules of correspondence. A pentacle designed for the sun radiates light, warmth, and royalty. It embodies the very essence of solar power. While one for the moon channels intuition, dreams, and the hidden tides of the subconscious. These are emphatically objects of worship. But tools, much like a king's seal, they command respect and, more importantly, obedience from spiritual forces. The pentacle's inherent power comes from its perfect and harmonious alignment of symbols, acting as a badge of authority, a symbol of legitimate command in the spiritual realm. When presented to a spirit, it's crucial to understand that it's not the magician's personal power at play, but rather the authority of the divine order itself, the very structure of the cosmos that compels obedience. The pentacle, therefore, is both shield and sword, a sophisticated and highly refined piece of spiritual technology. It's a diagram of power, a potent tool for protection, a key for invocation, and a catalyst for profound change. Each carefully constructed pentacle is, in essence, a universe in miniature, a powerful declaration of the magician's understanding and hopefully mastery of cosmic law. This understanding forms the very foundation of the first pentacle of Mars, a seemingly simple disk that, through careful design and intention, is transformed into a gateway to immense power and focused energy. So with this understanding in place, let's delve deeper and see precisely how this concept shapes the formidable and awe-inspiring talisman of Mars. Where do these designs come from? Most pentacles in Western magic, including those of Mars, are attributed to King Solomon. Legend says Solomon's wisdom and power came from his mastery over the spiritual world, granted by a divine ring. This ring allowed him to command spirits, angelic and demonic, to accomplish great feats, including building his temple. The secret? The pentacles, sacred diagrams, each a key to a celestial sphere. This knowledge was compiled in the Key of Solomon, a grimoire that became the foundation of ceremonial magic. The book details tools, rituals, and, crucially, the pentacles of the 7 classical planets. The first pentacle of Mars draws its authority from this legendary source, a direct line to the court of Solomon. Whether or not Solomon himself drew them, their power in magic is undeniable. Mars, the red planet, a celestial body that has captivated humanity for millennia. Throughout history, it has always symbolized courage, a driving force in the face of adversity, strength, both physical and spiritual, a resilience to overcome any challenge, and ultimately victory, the sweet reward for unwavering determination and bravery. Solomonic magicians, practitioners of ancient arts, sought to harness the potent energies of Mars. They sought it not just for war, for acts of aggression and conquest, but also for courage in the face of fear, and for protection against harm, both seen and unseen. The Key of Solomon, a grimoire of immense influence, describes 7 Mars pentacles, each a unique sigil imbued with Martian power. Each pentacle was designed with a unique purpose, a specific intention to be manifested through ritual and will. The first pentacle is considered the master key, the primary gateway to Martian energies. It is primarily focused on cultivating courage within oneself and providing a shield of protection against external threats. Though attributed to the legendary King Solomon, renowned for his wisdom and magical prowess, Most surviving manuscripts of the Key of Solomon actually date from the Renaissance period, a time when ancient magical traditions experienced a resurgence, being meticulously revived, studied and codified into structured systems. The creation of a Mars pentacle was far more than a simple crafting exercise. It was a sacred ritual act, meticulously timed to occur on a Tuesday, the day ruled by Mars, and specifically during the hour of Mars, to maximize its influence. The pentacle was traditionally crafted from iron or steel, metals sacred to Mars, further amplifying its connection to the planet. The magician would undergo a period of purification, engaging in prayers and incantations to consecrate the disc, carefully charging it with the raw, untamed energy of Mars, focusing their intent and will. This elaborate process transformed a simple piece of metal, an ordinary object, into a living talisman, a conduit for Martian power, humming with the potent vibrations of Mars, radiating its influence outwards. The pentacle then became a powerful tool, a means for overcoming obstacles that stood in the way of one's goals, and for defending against enemies, both physical and spiritual, offering a shield against negativity. It was, in essence, a spiritual weapon, a magical tool imbued with the power to shape reality. The first pentacle of Mars, therefore, stands as the primary seal, the most direct route for channeling the raw, dynamic force of the planet Mars, harnessing its energy for personal empowerment. Its history is a fascinating blend of ancient legends, complex ritual practices, and the enduring human quest for power, for strength, and for the ability to shape one's own destiny. Let's delve deeper and examine the talisman itself, breaking down its components to understand the full scope of its power. We'll explore each symbol, each name, and each verse to reveal the intricate web of meaning woven into this potent emblem. At the heart of the first pentacle of Mars, we find a central hexagram, a symbol steeped in history and esoteric significance. This is the Seal of Solomon, a powerful emblem. It symbolizes not only cosmic balance, the harmony between opposing forces, but also divine authority, the power to command and control. It represents the union of the macrocosm and microcosm, reflecting the interconnectedness of all things. Woven within the very fabric of the hexagram are Hebrew letters. These aren't just any letters, they are carefully chosen to form the sacred names of God, specifically Elohim Gibor, a name that resonates with strength and might, and Eloah, another divine name signifying power and authority. Together, these names are invoking not just power but also strength and judgment, key attributes associated with the planet Mars. These names are a clear declaration that the Pentacle's power doesn't originate from earthly sources, but instead flows directly from the highest divine source. Encircling the hexagram, you'll find another layer of power, the names of four powerful angels. First, Madimil, then Barzakir, next, Eskiel, and finally, Ithuriel. These are the celestial governors, the angelic forces directly associated with the sphere of Mars. By including their names, the Pentacle establishes a direct line of communication and influence to the Martian sphere. This inclusion is also showing respect for the established celestial hierarchy, acknowledging the proper channels of power and influence. Encircling the entire design, acting as a binding force, is a verse taken directly from Psalm 110, verse 5. It reads, "The Lord at thy right hand shall wound even kings in the day of his wrath." This powerful and martial verse serves to reinforce the Pentacle's core purpose. It speaks of divine power, righteous judgment, and the promise of inevitable victory over adversaries. Every single element within this Pentacle is meticulously placed and works in harmony with the others. Together, they create a potent symbol, a source of courage in the face of adversity, and a powerful shield of protection against harm. The design of this pentacle is far from random or arbitrary. Instead, it's a carefully constructed map, a symbolic representation of authority and power, reflecting a specific hierarchical structure. The pentacle, therefore, is more than just a symbol. It's a declaration of intent. It's a statement of purpose, backed by the immense power of the divine and the unwavering support of angelic forces. Ultimately, it serves as a tool, a conduit for channeling the raw, untamed energy of the planet Mars. In essence, the first pentacle of Mars is a badge, a symbol of cosmic authority and mastery over the forces it represents. Its intricate symbols are not mere decorations, they are the keys, unlocking the very power that the Pentacle commands and controls. To understand the first Pentacle of Mars, we must decode its language. The inscriptions are in Hebrew, a language believed to channel divine energy. Each letter is a vibrational key, not just a label. Elohim Gibor invokes the Martian aspect of God, strength and judgment, directly linked to the Kabbalistic sphere of Geburah. Eloah reinforces the divine source, ensuring Martian energy is guided by higher will. The angelic names Madimiel, Bartsakiah, Eskiel, Ithuriel are the rulers of Mars, placing the talisman under their protection. Inscribing their names is like stamping a document with the seals of 4 powerful governors. The outer verse from Psalm 110:5 is a statement of ultimate victory, framing the Pentacle's purpose as divine justice. The Pentacle transforms raw aggression into righteous power. The bearer aligns their battles with cosmic justice, backed by divine authority. Every inscription is a formula for channeling and focusing Martian force. What does this talisman do? Its main function is to instill courage, fortitude, and an indomitable spirit. It's a metaphysical shield, making its bearer fearless and resilient against enemies, challenges, or inner doubts. The Pentacle is said to grant victory in arguments and battles, both literal and metaphorical. It aligns the bearer with Martian energy, helping them cut through opposition and achieve their goals. The inscriptions create a barrier of protection, deterring aggression and repelling harm. The Pentacle is for empowerment, not aggression, awakening courage and resilience within. By carrying or meditating on it, one seeks to embody the spirit of Mars under divine protection. Owning the Pentacle is one thing, using it is another. The grimoires provide detailed rituals for activating its power. The Pentacle should be made on a Tuesday during a Mars hour from iron or steel or drawn on red-inked parchment. Consecration is crucial, transforming it from an object to a charged instrument. The magician creates a sacred space, invokes the names of God and the angels of Mars, and dedicates the Pentacle with incense and water. For general courage, it's carried on the person, wrapped in red silk. For specific goals, it's placed on an altar, surrounded by red candles, while the magician visualizes success and recites the inscribed verse. In spirit evocation, the Pentacle is shown to spirits as a badge of authority, protecting the magician and compelling obedience. The Pentacle is a seal of command, ensuring safe and effective magical operations. While direct stories of magicians using the first Pentacle of Mars are rare, the legends of Solomon illustrate its power. In the Testament of Solomon, the king commands demons to build his temple, not by force, but by presenting divine seals and pentacles. The spirits, recognizing the authority of these symbols, are compelled to obey. This legend is the foundation for every pentacle in the Key of Solomon. The first Pentacle of Mars is a direct link to that mythic moment of command. Every magician who uses it steps into Solomon's role, wielding tested ancient power. The talisman's strength lies in this archetypal narrative, the wise ruler mastering chaos through divine knowledge. It's the story of victory against overwhelming odds, embodied in a single symbol. The Pentacle is a tool for anyone seeking to become the hero of their own battles. In a world of science and technology, why do ancient symbols like the first Pentacle of Mars still fascinate us? They offer order in chaos, a sense of empowerment, and a reminder that courage can be cultivated. The Pentacle connects us to a hidden tradition, linking us to magicians, scribes, and the legends of Solomon. It's a tangible key to a stream of knowledge flowing beneath history. This sense of belonging to an ancient tradition adds meaning and wonder to life. The Pentacle's appeal is the human quest for mastery and meaning. Whether as a magical tool or a psychological symbol, its power endures. As long as we face battles, we'll reach for such ancient keys.